Welcome back to Blog Access 101. I'm your host, Young Abachi. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel by searching Blog Access 101 and searching Blog Access 101 Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Here today, my co-host LR for episode 123. What up, LR?
What's good?
I don't know why you trying to flex in the camera with them BB guns, but
The workout going crazy, showing
oh
people.
my goodness. But we start off with the first topic, Roger Federer retiring next week at the Laver Cup. Obviously I think what he won is bronze back in 2000 in the singles in the Sydney Olympics, and then 08 won a gold in the doubles with his partner. I don't know that man named Stanley is Warnkus, something like that. Close enough. But obviously he had 20 Grand Slams, did some humanitarian work in South Africa to help the underprivileged kids over there get a better education. I think what he won like 56 games straight on the hard court and then 65 games straight on grass, which is crazy. But man, tennis era coming to an end with the greats. Serena already retired, Roger Federer retired. All the goats is retiring. Soon Brian retired. Tom Brady should have retired. Retired and unretired. It's kind of like an end of the era, man. It's like I'm like, damn, LR getting old because everybody we grew up watching retiring on this.
Yeah, this is sad. I watched Roger Federer, I think since the beginning of his career, just like Serena. Watched her from her very first match. I'm pretty sure I watched Roger from his very first match. And just to see like these guys retire, these are the people that made me want to play tennis. So it's definitely a little bittersweet, but he had a great career. And hopefully these younger up and coming tennis players I can actually start to like watch and start to appreciate that the growth that they're gonna expand with tennis. But for right now, I'm just gonna stick with Nadal and Joker, and then I'll just try to sprinkle in some of these young tennis players. But I hate to see Roger go. He was one of my favorites.
Yeah, the boy Carlos gonna be all right. But yeah, damn, now next probably gonna be Nadal and Djokovic. Damn, bro, you getting old because I'm still getting younger. But
That's not true.
I know, but yeah, but what do you win? He had like the longest one. He went 237 weeks of being ranked number one. That's crazy.
I think it was like 237, right? Yeah,
That
237.
was
Yeah.
that's crazy. if I'm in
Yeah.
her, like, yeah, what was I doing? Let him go and win to get a ranked number one for that long. But yeah, man, it's gonna be crazy looking at tennis now without Serena and Federer. So it's gonna be pretty interesting, man. But like you said, hopefully young guys step up and you still got Nadal and Djokovic to still lead for the guys. But
Yeah.
jump right into
And
the
then we
chart.
got Coco with the girls.
Oh
We
yeah.
got Sloane. So we got some people, but it's definitely gonna be sad to see them both go. Legends, true legends.
Yeah, now you got the new up and comers, see what they're gonna do with it. But yeah, we could jump to that Chargers Chiefs recap. My man Justin Herbert was playing with fractured rib. Couldn't run 1 yard one play. The next play he throws a 40 yard dart, perfect pass to Palmer, and then throws him a touchdown on fourth down and fourth and goal. Prayers are with my
Gar-
fantasy team that Justin Herbert.
Garbage points.
I'll take him. He got me some 24 points in fantasy. But you man, I've been telling people, man, the Chiefs, they look like the same Chiefs out there. If Herbert had throw that pick six, which was the coach's fault, because who I forgot who he was throwing to. Was it Everett or yeah, it was Everett, I think. And he was calling to get
Nah,
taken out. It was
I
Palmer.
think it was the receiver. I thought it was the receiver. Yeah, I think it was Palmer.
Oh, well, yeah, he was calling to get out. And that was, I mean, that was coaching right there. Like he's calling to get out. Y'all ain't take him out. He halfway run the route in the pick six. I'm like, I mean, Herbert should have made that tackle, but he's the feature of the NFL quarterback wise outside of Josh Allen. So
Pat Mahomes is still the future.
Pat
He's only
Mahomes,
24.
Pat Mahomes looked like shit last week. I mean, this past Thursday.
Do you think I don't think Pat Mahomes played bad.
Yeah.
I think the Chargers defense just played really well. So I wouldn't put too much on Pat Mahomes. And I think Pat Mahomes made the throws that he had to make to get the win. And when you do that, then then you look and you're like, okay, yeah, Pat Mahomes is still Pat Mahomes. Like they were down 10-0, and Pat Mahomes is pretty much the reason why they even were able to come back and win. So Pat Mahomes is still the best in the NFL at quarterback, and he's still the future.
It sound good, player. Sound real good. But man, I just still think, like I said, man, I'm gonna keep reiterating it so when this actually happens, people can't say I was a bandwagon haver. Chargers win the AFC West. Like I said, they barely lost without Keenan Allen, which was one of the obviously, but that opened it up for Mike Williams, who had a hell of a half, and I don't know what they did not to get in the ball the second half. It's crazy.
They got doubled.
Okay, well, that's not gonna happen next time they play when Keenan Allen's on the field.
True.
But Justin Herbert is definitely a gem, and hopefully, he's able to heal, recover as quickly as possible, safely. You think he sits out for a few weeks, or you think he keeps playing with it? I think he keeps playing with it, but I hope, me honestly, I would want him to just sit out.
Knowing how Justin Herbert is, I know he's going to just keep playing.
Yeah,
he's he's not going to let that injury hold him down too much.
Yeah, I'm just scared, man. Somebody going to keep trying to target that John, especially when they know how. But yeah, hopefully he's all right. He still threw 334 yards, 3 touchdowns, and I don't really count that pick against him. Even though they gave up 7 points, which they would have took that 7 away, they won 24-20. But I definitely had the Chargers sneaking in and taking the AFC West this year. Kelsey, what do you only have, like 55, 52, 55 yards this past Thursday?
51 because he was on my fantasy squad, so I was pretty mad that he didn't get that one touchdown that he was supposed to get.
Hey,
When
look,
he got tackled at the 1 yard line, I was super mad. Needed that touchdown.
I like it. Chargers means they say they don't give him nothing. But yeah, man, let's go to the week 2 picks. Oh, let me talk about my man Joshua Palmer, man. I was telling people he was a sleeper. People was laughing at me. They ain't laughing no more.
He only was a sleeper because he only had a good game because Keenan Allen didn't play. If you're thinking that Keenan Allen's going to stay injured, then yeah, he's a sleeper. But in general, I wouldn't.
Keenan Allen's my guy, but I definitely think he's gonna stay injured.
Oh wow. Well then, yeah, then he's a good pickup. But I do believe that he'll start to get healthy as the season progresses because they need to start using Mike Williams more.
No,
Honestly,
they
I
need to
always
start
say that.
using Austin Eckler more. What the hell are they doing over there?
That's why they threw the interception. Because like if you're on the 1 yard, I don't agree with teams that do this. If you're on the 1 yard line, why are you throwing?
Yeah, they
Why
still.
why is the first thing you're not doing is running? I would have ran the ball 2 times, and if it doesn't work, then third down you throw. But like on first down, you're throwing. You're
Yeah,
setting yourself up for interceptions and stuff like that. It just doesn't make sense.
they still haven't learned from Pete Carroll and that 2 blow against the Patriots. Don't ever throw the 2 yard line unless you got a big body that's gonna go up there and go get it. But just run the ball. When you got one of the top 5 running backs in the league, just give him the ball. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm like, it's crazy. And he was talking about, yo, draft me. And I listened to the hype with you always draft a running back first. And all my league, I always took Justin Jefferson. But this one I took Eckler. And he made me believe in why I don't never draft running backs first. Because this year.
yeah. I took Eckler too, and I'm assuming that he's going to do the same things he did last year, but they're just not giving him the ball. I don't get it.
Yeah, it's a pretty interesting thing going on over there in Los Angeles Chargers. But yeah, let's jump into the oh, that's right, we forgot WNBA. So quick synopsis of that. What? Ace is up 2-1 over the Connecticut Suns. Obviously game 4 is in Connecticut again tonight. So who do you think wins that one, Connecticut or Las Vegas?
Because Connecticut blew Las Vegas out in game 3 and definitely ran away in the fourth quarter. I think the Aces come out with more intensity and more aggression today. And knowing that today is like a potentially closeout game, although game 3 was too, I feel like the Aces are going to be ready. And Asia Wilson, she's going to be a monster. Chelsea Gray already said, I think it was yesterday, she already said that the team has a game plan for the traps that they were giving Chelsea Gray. So if they already are prepared for what the Suns could potentially throw at them, I think the Aces. I thought the Aces were head and shoulders above the Suns anyway. I feel like it'll be a close game, but I like the Aces by like 5 today, maybe like 76, 71.
Yeah, but I don't even know why they double team her when you still got Kelsey Plum and what's the other girl? Jackie Young.
Well, because Chelsea Gray is
Oh
freaking.
yeah, she is a
I
bucket
don't
though.
know
We give her that.
who can I compare it to. I want to compare to Chris Paul, but Chelsea Gray actually wins. But we'll say she's Chris Paul, but
Oh my
Chelsea
gosh.
Gray actually gets like
Oh,
actually wins and actually performs in the playoffs and doesn't get injured. But yeah, like her mid range is deadly. She shoots threes when she has to shoot the threes and make the threes. Her passing is fantastic, but like yeah, Chelsea Gray is just a great all around player. So like she resembles Chris Paul's game, but like I said, Chelsea Gray is actually a winner when it matters,
my
unlike Chris Paul.
God.
No shade though.
No shade. I'm gonna go with the Suns. I'm gonna take him even in the series out tonight, man. I'm taking him even it out because tied up 2-2. Go back to Las Vegas. So I'm gonna put faith in those guys. I mean those girls. And what was I about to say? Yeah, I see you still ain't getting to pick them. That's crazy.
Next week. This week, I was distracted on Thursday.
That's terrible. Is your boy?
So
Is your boy?
I didn't even know it happened until I missed it.
Is your boy still doing his league, or that joint got canceled?
Well, they kicked me out of the one, which makes sense because they stopped the payments were unorganized.
Yeah, that's
But
the
the
one.
other
Yeah, yeah.
person, oh yeah, they kicked me out of that joint. But I'm still in like a group chat with the person who owns it, so it's very very awkward. But that's cool. And then the other one that my friend Darb does that's in our fantasy league. Um, he still does his, but it doesn't look like many people are playing. So he mainly does yours. So yeah, I'm back in it next week.
All right, bet. I was the one last year was organized, but everybody was sort of sending me the money screens to request, and I'm like, bro, I ain't even play this week.
Yeah, but like I don't understand. Like he just decided he didn't want to be organize it, and I was just like, this is the dumbest thing ever.
I mean,
When
it
you
is a
should
lot.
easily organize it.
Yeah, but you got to
Nah,
no. Some
he
people
has a
you
lot
know.
of free time.
Oh,
I
okay.
talk to him all the time. He has a lot of free time. He has nothing but time.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. But
Yeah.
yeah, man. But all right, let's jump to week 2 picks. I guess I started off. I had the Chargers on Thursday. Unfortunately, they didn't win. I'm taking the Browns over the Jets, even though I can see the Jets pulling up to the here. Commanders over Lions. Fun fact: I'm gonna take the Lions. Uh, Bucks Saints. I'm taking the Saints. Saints. I have Tom Brady's numbers. I think he's 0-4 against them. Panthers Giants. I'm taking the Giants. They showed me something last week with that comeback from coming behind win against Tennessee. Patriots Steelers. This is a good one. I actually gotta look at my pick and see who I even took for that one because Steelers defense showed me something, but Mitchell Trubisky, to me, is still not the answer. Let's see. Who did I take in that? Oh, I took the Steelers, yeah. Matter of fact, I took Washington, but I think I might change that to the Lions. Colts, Jaguars. I'm unfortunately go with the Colts here, but man, they lose again or a tie, which is another sorry ass team. It's gonna be some real problems for them. Ravens over Dolphins, Rams over Falcons. I'm gonna take the 49ers over Seahawks. I think Trey Lance has a bounce back game where they just realize to just run the ball since it's gonna be raining a lot there.
Elijah Mitchell. Fantasy lost him for 2 months. I'm so mad, but yeah, you keep going.
Fantastic. Bengals over the Cowboys. I'm a Cowboys fan, but any of these Cowboy fans thinking we beat Cincinnati after Jamar Chase called out Trayvon Diggs saying he thinks he's not that much techno doesn't have the skill set. So they definitely gonna be targeting him tonight, well today. And I think it might get ugly for Trayvon Diggs. Because Jamar Chase is that boy. We see when he did the Ramsey in the Super Bowl. I'm gonna take the Broncos over the Texans. even though Davis Mills has been showing me a lot that he's might actually be a halfway decent quarterback someday. I'm taking the Cardinals over the Raiders, even though they're a +5.5 underdog, which I don't understand.
Interesting.
I'm interested in you. It's interesting to me that they were
Interesting.
-5.5. I'm taking the Packers over the Bears. And it's no way Aaron Rodgers lose 2 weeks in a row to divisional teams.
Oh, now the good picks are coming. The Monday night ones. I can't wait to hear this.
Oh yeah, I'm taking the Bills over the Titans. I don't know why that was the good ones are coming. That was a no-brainer.
The game of the week.
and I'm taking
Here
the
it
Vikings.
comes.
I'm taking the Vikings over the Eagles.
The Vikings over the Eagles. Interesting.
Who gonna stop Justin Jefferson?
Jalen Hurts won his last 3 home games. That's all I'm gonna say. So,
3-1.
for me, this Panthers Giants game, oh my God, this is like 50-50. But because of my Baker Mayfield, I can't see him going down 0-2. And I can't see them only running McCaffrey 10 times like they did last week. That was a huge disservice to the offense. So I got the Panthers winning this week. Patriots Steelers. I went back and forth on this game so much. But the Steelers got 5 turnovers last week and barely beat the Bengals, and it still took overtime. So if you get 5 turnovers and still have to go to overtime to beat a team, I just don't think I don't think that team is consistently going to be good. So I have to go Patriots this week. Sad to say, but yeah, I have to go Patriots. Bucks Saints. I can't see Tom Brady going 0-5 to the Saints. I feel like he knows that he's lost the last 2 seasons to the Saints, and I just feel like there's no way his competitive nature is going to let him lose another game to the Saints. So I got the Bucks today. I got the Bucks by 10 actually. I think the Bucks are going to actually like handle the Saints and it's not going to be like competitive or close. Browns Jets. Who cares? But I'll just say Browns just because. Dolphins Ravens. I think this is going to be a really good game. And I'm a Tyreek Hill fan and I'm a Lamar Jackson fan, so seeing them go against each other is super upsetting. A side note, Lamar Jackson listed the Eagles as one of the teams he would sign with if he doesn't re-sign with the Ravens. That's just something for people to just know. But he definitely is
So
thinking about Philadelphia.
y'all gonna kick Hurts to the curb like that?
Listen, it's Lamar Jackson. That's all I'm gonna say. It's Lamar Jackson.
I feel like Hurts is on task to become better than Lamar Jackson, if I'm being honest.
I feel like
definitely better pocket passer than Lamar Jackson.
I feel like the things that Lamar Jackson needs, he's not going to get with the Ravens. But I feel like the Eagles, and I said Nick Sirianni would be coach of the year. I feel like Nick Sirianni and like the QB coaches will be able to get Lamar Jackson.
Last year.
Yes, I feel like we have the proper coaching staff to help make Lamar Jackson what he should have been from the beginning. Remember, we transformed Mike Vick from a runner to like a passer and made him like a
don't do that.
Passer.
Don't do that. Don't do
we
that.
Did. We did.
Because Mike Vick would definitely be throwing them long bombs to Algie Crumpler and Roddy White. So don't do that.
Oh, okay. When Mike Vick would come in his Falcons jersey, no one feared them. But when Mike Vick came in that Eagles jersey,
it was an NFC Championship.
One time. And what did we do? So we beat them 20. It was 26-10.
They never had a good defense. That ain't his fault.
Stop. When he was with the Eagles, every time Mike Vick played in the playoffs, everyone.
He did that with it, but y'all ain't did that in the playoffs either.
We had bad breaks. We played top teams though. Like we had bad breaks.
Well, it's the playoffs, LR. I hope so. Y'all play top teams.
all I'm saying is that our coaching staff is prepared to make these quarterbacks better. So we would turn Lamar Jackson into like, I can't say Tom Brady, but we would turn Lamar Jackson into somebody that's serviceable. And actually, honestly, I feel like if we had Lamar Jackson, this is no shade to Jalen Hurts, but we had Lamar Jackson.
Because you just throwing your quarterback under the bus. This is crazy.
All I'm saying is Lamar Jackson is my favorite NFL player. But if we had Lamar Jackson and not Jalen Hurts, we will be Super Bowl contenders, and there's no disputing that. Everyone says like the Eagles are like a mid team and everything like that, and I feel like they say we're a mid team because of Jalen Hurts. But if we had Lamar Jackson, I promise you, everyone would have put us at one of the Super Bowl favorites. And next year we have the opportunity to sign him because I know he's not going to resign with the Ravens, and we're on his list. Crazily, the Dolphins was on his list too. So I don't know how that's going to work with
I
Tua
would
and
like
everything,
that one
but
better because I do not want to see
nah,
him.
we could. But like, I mean, if I was Lamar Jackson, obviously I would go where Tyreek Hill is because he's the best receiver. But then again, AJ Brown and Smith actually it's enticing both sides. So I will just wait for all season. But long story short, I like the Ravens today. I don't like the Ravens to cover the 3.5. I think they only win by 3. I still have nightmares of the Ravens getting demolished by the Dolphins last year. But I feel like if I'm having the nightmares, then I know my favorite Lamar Jackson is having those same nightmares. So he's not going to go out again like they did last year. So I got Ravens probably like 27-24. Justin Tucker hitting the last second field goal, something like that.
I would love to see it.
Commanders, Lions. You said you like the Lions. I actually like the Commanders. I'm not the biggest Carson Wentz fan, but I feel like Carson Wentz has the skills to attack this Lions defense. Um, so I actually like the Commanders to have a really strong game because Gibson, his running has been excellent so far. I know it's only been week 1, but even in preseason, he actually showed me like a new gear. So I actually like the Commanders to win that kind of handily. I love the Colts this week. I think the Colts really had a stinker last week against Houston, but I think that was a lot of just Matt Ryan getting acclimated to the new team. But when you have so many weapons that the Colts have, there's no way you don't score at every chance you get, especially against a Jaguars defense that's not that good. Rams, Falcons. I like the Rams, but this is like a hesitant pick because like the Rams didn't really show me much week 1, and maybe Matthew Stafford is more injured than I thought he was, but I can't put too much faith in the Rams. So I like the Rams, but I don't think they covered at 10. I like the 49ers this week, but I don't think they covered at 9. I'm not a huge Trey Lance fan. Everyone says it's probably bad weather. That's why he played bad last week, but I never really liked them, but I didn't like Jimmy G either. So I know the 49ers were just in trouble because like they don't have a quarterback. They should just keep drafting every year until they find somebody that I think is serviceable. Texans Broncos. Texans Broncos. I like the Broncos just because of Russell Wilson. So that's it. Cardinals Raiders. You said that you like the Cardinals to win outright. I don't agree because I don't think the Cardinals defense is good. I think Kyler Murray is good. I think the offense will be fine, even though they lost Christian Kirk and Hopkins is gone for the first 6 weeks. But I just think the defense is terrible. And I think Las Vegas is a team that's up and coming. I don't think they'll make the playoffs only because the Broncos, Chargers, and Chiefs are better teams. But I think that they'll finish above 500. So because of that, I think the Raiders dominate this game. I think Derek Carr has a really good game. I think Waller goes off. I think Adams gets some touchdowns too. I just think this is a game. The Cardinals gave 44 last week to the Chiefs. I think they give up like 35 this week. I don't really like the Cardinals team. I just like Kyler Murray. So as long as he gets me my fantasy points, I don't care.
I like that combo with Hollywood Brown. So that's going to go. They said they're going to get him the ball more today too. So
35-21. The Cardinals aren't. It's not going to be close. Cardinals are getting blown out.
wow.
And then Bengals Cowboys. Well. What can I say? 35-10 Bengals.
Sheesh. Sheesh. Man.
Packers Bears. In the past, this is the game that I would hammer Packers. I would put like $1,000 on the Packers and not even worry about the spread. But the Packers that I saw last week, I don't know what that team was. And people can say, "Oh, they just get adjusted to Adams being gone." I saw Pat Mahomes play without that Tyreek Hill, and his adjustments looked way better than what Aaron Rodgers adjustments with no Adams look like. So because of that, I say Packers, but like with the Rams, I say Packers with so much hesitancy that I actually think that Justin Fields and the Bears have a chance to actually keep the game close, and they have a chance to win the game outright. And this is crazy because like it is a Packers team that dominated the Bears for years, but I don't see teams fearing the Packers like they used to. And I think this is something where the Bears cover the 10, but I'll say Packers, but not confident pick. And then Bills Titans, Bills by a million. Um, Bills remember what happened last year when they went to Tennessee, and they for sure are not gonna let the Titans do that again this week. So I definitely think the Bills win in like blowout fashion to kind of avenge what the Titans did last year in the regular season. And then the game of the week, the Eagles Vikings. And I say this with supreme confidence that the Eagles are not only going to shut down Kirk Cousins, they are going to stop Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson looked like the best wide receiver in the NFL last week. He's not going to look like that this week. And their running game with Dalvin Cook is not going to even sniff 100 yards. I think he gets 70 yards or less. And the Eagles win pretty comfortably 24-13 because people think that our defense was bad because of how we played the Lions. That's not the case. Our defense was bad because we didn't play in preseason, which I thought was a bad idea. But Nick has a plan, so I trust Nick. And because we didn't play in preseason, the defense was like out of sorts. But I think this is the week that the defense comes back to normal. And I feel like whoever is listening to this, empty your bank account on the Eagles because there is no chance that the Vikings win on prime time in Philadelphia.
This man is.
That's the lock of the week is the Eagles tomorrow.
That's what you saying now, good brother.
The lock of the week is the Eagles. And another interesting thing about that Raiders thing, the Raiders Cardinals was the spread started at 2.5 and it jumped to 5.5. So that should tell you a lot about where they think the Cardinals are, Roberto. So I know you like them, but that
they didn't put up. I admit they didn't put up a good show in week one, but this is a bounce back year for those bounce back.
They lost by 23 at home and couldn't stop Pat Mahomes without Tyreek Hill. There's a lot to say about that.
Don't worry about it. They losing builds courage. So I know them boys be ready for the battle tonight. But yeah, man, I don't know why you think the Eagles are going to beat the Vikings today, but tomorrow. But gotta love you, Eagles fans. You guys are definitely insane.
We're not insane. We're smart.
Stop.
And this is a statement win.
Y'all just
so we can
out
show
of
the rest.
Game last week against the Lions. You talking about y'all gonna beat the Vikings?
We were on the road. There's very different games. So last week we were on the road. The Vikings were home against the Packers. If we played the Packers at home last week, we would have beat them the same way the Vikings beat them.
Sound good.
If the Vikings went on the road to Detroit, they would have had the same type of game. The fact of the matter is we were up 17 and we let our foot off the gas. There's nothing punishable for letting your foot off the gas. And now that we're home opener, Jalen Hurts doesn't lose at home. So you'll see. I don't have to say too much. You'll see. And that's all I'm going to say. I cannot wait for you to see what happens tomorrow night. It's not going to be close. 24-13.
You're right. It ain't going to be close for the Vikings beating y'all.
Oh, my gosh. 24-13 equals.
The fact that you said y'all going to stop Justin, who y'all going to put on him? Slay? Oh, baby.
Of course.
He's going for 200.
Of course.
He's going for 20 yards tomorrow.
We can't wait for him to try. We can't wait.
Then who's going to stop Dalvin Cook? I know y'all can't stop the run.
Our line. and I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, y'all got killed by Swift. Swift is fast. Swift is shifty. Swift has all. Swift is really good." And yes, we couldn't stop him. I'll give everyone that. But name me a team that can stop Swift. No team can stop Swift.
The Bengals.
He's the stop. He's the best player on like one of the worst teams ever. Like, but no one can stop Swift. But Dalvin Cook, he's slowed down. He's had injuries, hurt him. We can stop Dalvin Cook, and we're gonna make sure that we pack the line and make sure Dalvin Cook doesn't go off. And Justin Jefferson is not going to go off either. I didn't say anything about Thielen, but Justin Jefferson is not going to go off, and we're going to win 24-13.
Yeah, but I watched the other wide receiver. What his name?
That's
Osborne.
Thielen.
No.
Oh, you're talking about Osborne. Oh, you're talking about the rookie.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not worried about him at all.
All
No
right.
rookie is gonna get off on us. Pick six.
Oh my god, this guy is insane.
But Thielen might have a good game, but Justin Jefferson will not. And the Vikings will not win tomorrow night.
I love the energy there, good brother. But appreciate you having you on. Go Vikings.
Oh my God. Eagles, Bird game. I was gonna wear my AJ Brown jersey, but I can't jinx it. So that jersey doesn't come out until tomorrow. So you guys may be seeing it next week. But it doesn't come out on non-game days. So I couldn't wear it this week.
Don't jinx my fantasy wide receiver, man. But
exactly. That's why it's still stuck. But just know, wow, the Eagles are in Washington next week.
mm-hmm. But all right, man.
I really want to go to that game, but
yeah, appreciate you coming out, brother.
All right. And go Eagles and go Bengals. Blow those corny teams out that you're playing this week. I don't even know what team the Bengals play this week.
This
But I just know I like them.
They only playing one team, bro.
I don't know who it is. I don't know who they're playing.
Okay.
But I just know I like the Bengals. I got a sign that said, "Yo, go Bengals today."
Where is it at?
It's over here.
All right.